So this is another Mohora. It was made by me, and the Mohora is made especially for the Korvai. This is the Korvai with that Mohara. Nowadays I am not playing the usual Mohara in concert, because these Moharas are scientifically with format, it is all right. I did a Mohara for 1 Avardhanam. Usually the Moharas will be played for 4 Avardhanams. But now in this fast world, if you go for a national program in TV or in radio, we are allowed to play only for 1 minute or 2 minutes Tanyavardhanam. I will finish my Tanyavardhanam in 1 minute with the Mohora and Koraippu. The Mohora will be Takadradum, Taradum, Talangadum, Takadradum, Taradum, Talangadum, Takadradum, Taradum, Talangadum, 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 Talangadum. This is the Mohara in 1 Avardhanam. And then the Koraippu will be 1 or 2 Avardhanams, totally 30 seconds for the Tanyavardhanam. I will explain the Mohara. Takadradum, Taradum, Talangadum. This is the first part. The A is 1 beat, B is 1 beat, C is 1 beat, and D is 1 beat. Takadradum, Taradum, Talangadum. Takadradum, Talangadum. Second part. Takadradum, Talang. Talang is half beat. Takadradum, Talang, Talangadum. The other will be 2 beats. Talangadum. Because the first part's D is 1 beat. Again I will say the Mohara. Takadradum, Talangadum, Takadradum, Talangadum. This is another Mohara for 1 Avardhanam. This is also a Mohara. You can play in the concert. But it will take 10 to 15 years to come. அது பழக்கத்தில் வரதுக்கு ஆகும். But this is right. So the another Mohara in yesterday's Palani Subramanian Pillai used to play the Mohara like this, aesthetic and also with the format. Din tam, taradrekataka din da, taradrekataka din da, taradrekataka din tam gadin da, din da, taradrekataka din da, taradrekataka din da, taradrekataka din tam gadin da, din da, taradrekataka din da, taradrekataka din da, taradrekataka din da, gadin da, taradrekataka din da, gadin da, taradrekataka din gadin tam gadin gadin tam gadin da. Everything starts after 1 count. Dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Gadinda, Adinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Gadinda, Dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Gadinda, Taradrekataka dinda, Gadinda, Taradrekataka dang, Gadinda, Gadakadang, Gadinda, Gadakadang, Gadinda. The Aridi itself, it starts after 1 count. Din. See the aestheticsness. அது அந்த அரச்சாப்புல அந்த தொப்பியோட போட்டு வாசிச்சாஸ்மா. And in yesterday's, there is a pure example for this 6 parts. அதுக்கு நான் ஒரு மோகரா சொல்றேன். I'll say an mohara for the perfect example for these 6 parts. In the mohara வந்து this 6 parts is played in கீழ்காலம் and மேல்காலம் both. Each and every part. Each and every part is played in கீழ்காலம் and also in மேல்காலம். The mohara will be don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka din din takita taka tati kita taka don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka taka tong gutong gutong guta don taka tak kita taka taka din din kita taka 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 don taka tak kita taka 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 tong gutong gutong guta don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka din din takita taka tati kita taka don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka taka tong gutong gutong guta don taka tak kita taka taka din din kita taka 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 don taka tak kita taka taka tong gutong gutong guta don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka din din takita taka tati kita taka don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka taka tong guta don taka tak kita taka din din kita taka 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 don taka tak kita taka tong guta don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka taka tong guta don taka tak kita taka tong guta don taka tak kita taka tati kita taka taka tong gudin tong kita taka tong gudin tong kita taka tong gudin don taka tak kita taka tong gudin tong kita taka tong gudin tong kita taka tong gudin ta. So this is the pure example for these 6 parts. This was played long back by great vidwans. Nowadays, the great maestro eAmbalam Sivaraman used to play this mohara in concerts, whatever may be the speed of the talam. So this is the example, true example for these 6 parts of an mohara. The great maestro Tanjavur Upendran sir used to play this mohara, but this is not in a format, in this format, but I will explain the mohara. Ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tangada the katara kata tangada the katara kata tang ta tang. I will say from the third part. Ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tangada the katara kata 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 tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum. Here the D will be 6 beats in the first part, so the Aridi will be 12 beats. Ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum. The mohara is set up like this. Taha tangada the katara kata taha tangada the katara kata tangada the katara kata tangada the katara kata tangada the katara kata tangada the katara kata. This is the soul used in the mohara. With this he set up the arudi. Ta tangla ta 4 3 2 1 ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum ta tarangudum tatum. First 12 beats. This is the another very good and aesthetic mohara. So this is the format of the mohara. In Misra Chapu, we can play the mohara like this. Usual mohara will be 1.5 and 2. That is 1.5 2, 1.5, 2. Here, we can play like this also. 2, 1.5, 2, 1.5. In that case, the Aridhi will be 3 beats. Usual will be is usual. Here, Nagum Aridhi will be 3 beats. This is not the usual Mohara, but this Mohara is within the format. So Aridhi will be 3 beats. For example, can say another Mohara in Misra Chapu like this. That is A is 5, B is 2 beats. Again the C will be 5 and D will be 2 beats. Aridhi will be 4 beats. This is the another Mohara in Misra Chapu. So likewise, you can, the format helps you to build, to do a Mohara on the spot in a concert for any talam. Any talam you can do Mohara on the spot for all 35 talas or any Nadai Pallavi talas. So you can do the Mohara with this format on the spot. You can do the Mohara for any talam. For example, if you take Kanda Tirupudai, how many aksharas is the Kanda Tirupudai? 9 beats, 9 aksharams, 9 beats. For us, 1 beat is 4 matrais. We call it 1 beat as aksharam. So here the 9 beats. For example, you know the format because B and D should be equal. Just take B as 2 beats and D as 2 beats. So how many beats left? 5 beats. So that should be equal. So you have to do it 2.5, 2.5 as A and C. That's all. The Mohara will be ready. But you should know what is the stroke you should play for 2.5 beats. That you should know. For example, is 2.5 beats. 2.5 beats. Here, this is a Kanta Tirupudi Mohara. So, this format will helps you to do a Mohara in a concert, because we don't know in which talam they are going to give the Tanyavardhanam in the concert. Somebody will sing a different Pallavi in a different talam, Nadai Pallavi. So you should be prepared, you should be ready to play the Mohara, you should be ready to play the Tanyavardhanam with the proper Mohara and the Korvai. So this is the way to do the Mohara on the spot for any talam. But you should know different beats, strokes. If you take Misra Jampai, again that is comes under Kanta Chapu. Misra Jampai is the multiples of 5. But you can do a different Mohara for Misra Jampai. Misra Jampai is 10 beats. If you take the same 2 beats as B and D, then the balance will be 6. So 3 plus 3. Or if you take something else, that is, if you take D will be 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, that is 5. And then another 2.5, 2.5 will be the A and C. For example, if you take this stroke, for D, what you will put? The D should be with the characteristic stroke of Mohara. Talangudum ta, talangudum ta, talangudum ta. This is 2.5. This will be the Mohara. This is the format. So the Aridi will be 5 beats. So this is the format on Mohara. No, aesthetica no nariya Moharas irukke. But the format in format, it is, these are all the Moharas, and you can make your own Mohara with this format, with these characteristic strokes. You can do many Moharas with this format for different talas. And also if you play the Korvai also with that stroke of a Mohara, that will be very nice in the concert. I said one example. See, this is the Mohara with the Korvai. See this Mohara. Takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum. Tangada takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, talangkudum, tatalangkudum. This is first part. Here 6 plus 2, 6 plus 2. Takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum. Tangada takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, talangkudum, tatalangkudum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum. Tangada takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, talangkudum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, talangkudum, takadum. Tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, talangkudum, tatum, talangkudum, tatum, talangkudum, tatakadum, tatadum, ta, ding, gin, na, tum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, tat, dikket, tatum, ta, dikket, tatum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, tati takadum, 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 takadum, tatadum, ta, ding, gin, na, tum, takadum. Tatadum, takadum, tatadum, ta, dinggen, na, tum, ta, dinggen, na, tum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, kadakatakarakadum, 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 takadum, tatadum, ta, dinggen, na, tum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, tat, dinggen, na, tum, ta, dinggen, na, tum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, takadum, tatadum, kadakatakarakadum, 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 takadum, tum, takada. This is the Korvai with the same stroke what we played in the Mohara. The Mohara in Tisaram, Tisara Kizhkalam and Melkalam. Again the example for the 6 parts. The same usual Aditala Mohara used to play in Tisara Kizhkalam and Melkalam. De tangata takata takata de tangata takata takata de tangata takata takata talangudum tatalangudum de tangata takata tangata takata de tangata takata talangudum de tangata takata takata de tangata takata takata de tangata takata takata talangudum tatalangudum de tangata takata tangata de tangata talangudum de tangata takata takata de tangata takata takata de tangata takata talangudum de tangata takata de tangata talangudum de tangata takata talangudum de tangata takata talangudum de tangata takata talangudum tatim talangudum tatim talang kudum ta tit tang talang talang. So this is another example. This is Kirkala Tisiram and Melkala Tisiram. The same Mohara in Aditalam. In Misra Chop also there is a Mohara in Tisiranadai. Thin, taketa taketa thin, taketa thin, taketa thin, taketa taketa thin, taketa thin, taketa thin, tangra thin, then the tangra thin, tangra to Nagutim, Tadin tangra thin, then the tangra to Nagutim, Tadin tangra thin, then the tangra thin, tangra Tadin tangra Tadin tangra Tatlan to Gotim, Tatlan to Gotim. Tadin tangra din, then the tangra din, Tadin tangra din, then the Tadin tangra din, Tadin tangra din, then the Tadin tangra. The Aridi will be 4 beats in Tisaram Mel column, the same format. Tadin tangra din, then the in Tisaram, the A will be 1.5 beats, B will be 2 beats. This is 1.5 beats. Tadin is 2 beats. So in Tisarattala Pakamodu, that is 12, 9 and 12. Tadin is 9. Tadin is 12. 12 counts. So if we come to Koraippu. So what is the meaning of the word Koraippu? The Koraippu means